All right, if you've ever tried to build a real production-ready app using large language models, you know the feeling, right? It's super exciting, but man, it is a serious challenge. Today, we're going to break down the modern stack that's designed to solve exactly that problem, kicking things off with the biggest question of all.
So why is this so hard? I mean, you've got this incredible, world-changing technology right at your fingertips, but getting from a cool prototype that works on my machine to a reliable, scalable product, well, it often feels like you're trying to cross a giant canyon. Turns out the whole challenge really boils down to two very distinct phases.
And here's the breakdown. It's really two core problems. First, you've got the building phase. How in the world do you make an LLM smart about your specific private data? The stuff that makes your app unique. And second, once it's built and running, you hit the management phase. How do you actually understand what's happening inside that infamous black box when it's live?
Okay, let's tackle that first challenge head on. To make your LLM an expert on your data, you don't need a jack of all trades, you need a specialist tool. And that, my friends, is where Llama Index comes into the picture. Think of it as the master architect for your application's brain.
So what is it exactly? Well, Llama Index is a data framework specifically for building apps on top of your private data. It's a master of a really powerful technique called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG for short. Now, in simple terms, RAG lets the LLM look up relevant facts from your documents before it answers a question, and that is the absolute key to getting accurate, context-specific results.
And what's really incredible here is just the sheer power this gives you. I mean, those data connectors, they let you pull information from practically anywhere. PDFs, APIs, databases, you name it. Then, the advanced indexing structures all that data, not just by keywords, but by meaning. And the query engines make sure that when you ask a question, you're not just getting some random snippet back. You're getting the most relevant information retrieved intelligently. It even handles images and other data types, which makes it insanely versatile.
And this just shows how simple the process is at a high level. It's brilliant. First, you load your data from all those different sources. Then, Llama Index parses it all into these manageable chunks it calls nodes. Next, and this is the important part, it indexes those nodes so they can be found in a snap. And finally, you can query this custom-built knowledge base to get incredibly accurate, context-aware answers. Okay, so you've used Llama Index to build your amazing data-aware application. It's a masterpiece, but now it's running out there in the wild. How do you know what it's actually doing? How do you peek inside that black box we keep talking about? For that, we need an essential observer, and that observer is Langsmith.
This quote just nails it. Langsmith gives you end-to-end visibility. And look, this isn't just about knowing if your app is up or down. This is about seeing the entire journey of a single query from the moment a user hits enter through every single internal step all the way to the final output, including exactly how long it took and how much it cost you.
So, how does it actually unpack that black box? Langsmith basically acts like a flight recorder for your app. It traces every single call to the LLM. It captures every time a tool gets used. It shows you the decision-making process of an agent. And, this is huge, it lets you pinpoint the exact source of any error. No more guessing games, it's all right there.
But hey, observability isn't just for debugging, it's for optimization. As you can see here, Langsmith lets you track these critical metrics like latency, cost, and token usage. This is where you find the real-world savings. Are you spending way too much on a powerful model when a cheaper one would do this fine? Is one part of your logic a massive bottleneck slowing everything down? Langsmith gives you the hard data to make those decisions and make your app not just smarter, but way more efficient.
So the big takeaway is that Langsmith provides a complete LLM ops solution. It's not just one tool for one little job. It's this unified platform that helps you debug issues, monitor performance in real time, and constantly evaluate the quality of your app's outputs. The whole shebang.
Okay, this is the magic moment. This is where it all comes together. We've got our specialist builder, Llama Index, and our essential observer, Langsmith. On their own, they are incredibly powerful, but together, they form a truly production-ready partnership.
So let's see how they fit together in a typical pipeline. You see the standard steps for building a RAG app here, right? Load your models, ingest your data, create the index, build the query engine, but then look at step 5. This is the crucial part. You don't have to re-architect your entire application. You just enable tracing by plugging Langsmith right into the flow. It's designed to be that seamless. And this is the truly mind-blowing part. Often, getting this incredibly deep, granular visibility is as simple as setting one environment variable.
That's it. You add this one line to your code and boom, you unlock the full power of Langsmith's observability inside your Llama Index app. It's a ridiculous amount of power for such a simple step.
So, what does this all mean for you, the developer building these things? It means we finally have a clear, modern, understandable stack for building and managing sophisticated LLM applications.
You know, we're moving into an era that absolutely demands specialist tools. The days of trying to find a single, clunky framework that does everything just kind of okay, those days are over. The future is about using the absolute best tool for each specific job.
And this is the winning combination we've been exploring. It's simple. You use Llama Index for what it does best, building powerful, state-of-the-art RAG systems on your data. And you use Langsmith for what it does best, providing unparalleled observability and management for those systems once they're running in production.
So there you have it, the blueprint for the modern LLM stack. A powerful builder and a vigilant observer working together. The only question left is, with tools this good, what incredible problem are you going to solve first?